Hey everybody, welcome to the chair with James, and quickly gonna do the Week 12 picks and a little recap of the Thanksgiving games. I was busy, so I wasn't around to do anything, but I started off Thursday morning there with the Bears and the Lions. A real close game. Bears ended up winning by a field goal late to end the game, 16-14. The Bears, I believe, got their fourth win, and the Lions go uh, still winless with a tie. I think the surprise came next with the Raiders defeating the Cowboys 36-33, and they Raiders almost blew it. I mean, the Cowboys were down. Lamb and I'm forgetting the other receiver, but they were out a couple of guys, and Cooper, of course. The Raiders had everybody, and for the whole game, it seemed like they were playing well. But somehow they get the win in overtime. Um, so Raiders get to 6-5. The Bills defeat the Saints. Now this game was just awful from the start. 10-0, 17-0. It was just awful. Uh, the Bills won 31-6 to that. It just wasn't even a close game. So that was the Thanksgiving games, and just surprised that the Raiders won. I didn't do my Raider preview. Usually I do it, but I was busy. Um, Maybe I shouldn't do one, and the Raiders will win. But for the next game that comes up for the Raiders is at home against Washington. So I'll have a little recap of the Thanksgiving game against Dallas, and then the preview with Washington there in Week 13. So let's get to Week 12's Sunday's games and the Monday night. First game that comes up, Tampa Bay at Indianapolis. I think Tampa Bay wins, but hopefully the Colts can play defense well enough. But we'll see. They have to outscore Tampa, but I don't think they will. So I'm gonna go with the Bucks. New York is at the Jets are at Houston, and this is a draft pick game. Neither wants to win because they want to tank and get the first pick. I think Houston does win though this game. I keep looking and seeing that Rex Burkhead may have a big game against the Jets because Philip Lindsay is out. So he's a starting running back, so look out for that. And I think Zach Wilson will be starting for the Jets. Next game, divisional, Philadelphia at New York. Giants in New Jersey. Philly is on a roll right now. Jalen Hurts is playing better. Devontae Smith. Giants struggling. They were sort of in the game against the Bucks early, but lost Monday night. I think Philly wins this game, and they have an easy schedule. The next 4 or 5 games, and it's some is except one is all in division, and they play the Giants twice. So this could be a chance for Philly to climb up. And since Dallas lost, they can gain a game on Dallas. And I think Philly will do that. Carolina goes to Miami. This game can go either way. It's really tough to pick. Miami's defense has been superb as of late. Special teams, of course. Carolina trying to find their way with Cam Newton back in the saddle again since Sam Darnold got hurt. So it's good to see Cam back and not doing too much. He just has to run the ball, basically. And I think it'll be a close game. You would think Carolina would win, but Miami's defense is really good. So I'm going to go Carolina slightly on that. Tennessee goes to New England. Now this one uh, can be really good as well, depending on the play of Ryan Tannehill. Because we know Mac Jones is good with the Patriots, and their defense has been great as well. But the Titans, they've been struggling. Adrian Peterson came and went. He's not there, I don't think. Um, they're trying new things with the offense. AJ Brown and Julio Jones always seems to be hurt. So I'm gonna go New England in Foxborough to win that. A divisional game here and a huge one. Pittsburgh at Cincinnati. If Cincinnati wins this at home, that'll really show that they belong. They defeated the Raiders a couple weeks ago, and last week for them, I should say. Really showed their dominance. Pittsburgh lost to the Chargers on last Sunday night, and looked flat at times. They did make a comeback though, but the Chargers held on. I'm gonna say Cincinnati wins, but that's gonna be a really close game. We'll see if Cincinnati can now be ahead of Pittsburgh for once. Next game, Atlanta at Jacksonville. I mean, these are two teams that are just playing the season now. It seems like we're hoping to see better from Trevor Lawrence. And Matt Ryan, unfortunately, is having one of his worst years. You have Kyle Pitts, but you don't have much else after that offensively. And then defensively, they give up a lot of points. So this might be a game Jacksonville can still win, but with the tanking involved, I don't know if they want to do that. So I'll go Atlanta. The Chargers go to Denver. That's a divisional game. Denver's 5-5. The Chargers at 6-4. I think the Chargers can win this game. Denver would have to play out of their minds, get defensive stops, score with Bridgewater, get that rushing game going. We'll see. Now, maybe the best game of this docket, but hopefully not the most disappointing. It's the LA Rams going to Green Bay to play the Packers. And all week long we were wondering about Devontae Adams. We were wondering about Aaron Rodgers, if they would play with their injuries. And they will play on Sunday. I'm going to check real quick on Aaron Jones. I have him on fantasy. Remember, he had a pretty bad injury the other day. He's been out of the lineup, and A.J. Dillon has had to come in and take over the carries and start for Green Bay. So the book on Aaron Jones, quickly. It'll be a game time decision. It's not really good for fantasy owners like me, but this is a game where they might really need him, but we'll see. I think Green Bay will win, but I know the Rams will want to avenge their playoff loss at Lambeau last season. Minnesota goes to San Francisco, Santa Clara. 49ers look better now. Their defense is better. Minnesota is pulling out games late. This should be a really good one. I think Minnesota wins, but Cousins, again, would have to pull off another. And this would be a third game in a row where he has to be heroic and not turn over the ball. For San Francisco, their running game is good. Passing game is great with Deebo Samuel and Jimmy G hooking up. It'd be interesting to see that one. The last divisional game of the week, you got Cleveland at Baltimore on Sunday night. Cleveland, they're trying their best to stay with it. Baker Mayfield, I know, was adamant in his post-game Zoom conference about how he isn't doing well. And with Baltimore, we'll see about Lamar Jackson. Remember, backup was in for the Ravens. I'm gonna go with Baltimore regardless who starts. There's just something not there with Cleveland this year. The Monday night game is Seattle at Washington. Uh, this game just seems awkward. Taylor Heineke going up against Russell Wilson. Uh, Seahawks have definitely fell this year from where they used to be defensively. They're not covering well the pass. They're not getting stops against the running game. Washington with Antonio Gibson can do good there. And we'll see if Heineke can throw the ball well. I think I'll go Washington, but maybe Seattle will pull it out. But we'll see. It's a very tricky week for a lot of picks coming up this week. So we had already a crazy Saturday of college football, and we might get a crazy Sunday full of NFL football. So enjoy, folks. Take care. Bye.